So in this lesson, we are going to look at creating confidence intervals within Minitab. So this is some times that I've entered from my data set, and I've labeled the times at the top in the column to help me figure out what my variables actually are as I'm doing things, and then I entered my data values. So as you're doing your project, you're going to want to name your variable in your project that you've collected data on, so whether it's sleep time, commute time, income, power bills, whatever, you're going to name that column and then enter all 100 of your values in here. Now, to find the confidence interval, the first thing you have to do is run your descriptive statistics. So you can refer back to the video on descriptive statistics, but just really briefly, you'll go to statistics, summary statistics, and then descriptive, and then you're going to select the information that you need. To create a confidence interval, you're going to need your mean, your standard deviation, and the number of values that you have. And make sure you're looking at n and not the n with a star next to it. Once you have that, I suggest copying it down onto a sheet of paper because when you're in the dialog window, it's going to cover up this descriptive statistic information. So when you're ready to calculate your confidence interval, you're going to go to statistics, one sample inference, and you're going to go down to Z. Now, once you're in this window, there's a lot of different things that you can utilize depending on what you need. You're going to click Summarize Data from this menu. Then, like I said, on a sheet of paper, you copy down your sample size. So for me, I have 14 data values. You're going to have roughly 100. Your sample mean, it was roughly 36.4, so I kind of rounded to the 10th place. Then you're going to put in your known standard deviation, which from my data set and my descriptive statistics was 9.2. Now, at this point in time, you want to go to options. What confidence interval are you trying to find? Are you trying to find 95%, 90%, 99%? You're going to be able to change this dialog to any of those values. So typically, if you're in the knowledge path, a lot of what we work with is 95% confidence, but we can alter that as needed for other questions. And then you're going to click OK, and it's going to generate your confidence values. So I am 95% confident that the values in my study fall between 32 and 41. You can include the decimals or you can round appropriately. So that's telling you you're confident that's where the data is falling and that 95% of the information is falling between those two values. So again, when you're in Minitab, you need to calculate your descriptive statistics for your project information. Once you have the number of values, the mean, and the standard deviation copied down on a sheet of paper, you're going to go to Statistics, one sample inference, and then into Z. Once you're here, you select Summarize Data, you enter your information, and then you go over to Options to declare the confidence interval that you want to use. And it's as simple as that. And you can, remember, you can export this by clicking on it and taking a screenshot or going to the export window over here so that you can insert that into your data in your project. Remember, you can also utilize this in the knowledge path to do the calculations for the confidence interval for you as well.